familiar with that energy, so that way when you do it, it'll just make sense to her. So I'm deliberately pulling her in so I can send her back out. Out. There, good girl. Out. 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 Good girl. And I ignored that because she's just having a little bit of a protest, but she wasn't going to act on it. And I ignored it because I wanted her to believe there was no reason for it. Where she could kind of walk away going, oh, all right, I didn't have to get that pissy about it. Out. Out. Good. Good girl. I'm going to give her one more push, and then I'm going to stop her and just let her have a break. Out. 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 Good girl. Yep, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. So she froze on me, and that's okay. Good. So see how the worst thing I could have done was get after her for that. She's just frozen now. It's okay. I'm not mad at her. I'm just going to say, no. Don't make it your own game. Good. So I'm going to do one more because she is processing this now, but we ended up kind of doing a little bit more than I wanted to, so I want it to be a little easier. So I'm going to give her a little bump on her nose to let her know I'm telling her to do something. Out. 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 Good. And now I'm going to give her a break. She doesn't know what to do with herself right now. She's like, I don't know. So I'm going to let her off the hook. I'm going to invite her in. Here. 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 Good. Unstick her feet a little bit. Good. Good. She wants to check out the kids on the bikes. Good girl. Yeah. Good girl. And then I stepped out of her way. If she had come with me, I would have very, very, very politely said, no, don't come with me. Good girl. Yeah, all right. So I'm going to show you where. Good girl. You're a good girl. So her out button is basically going to be on this edge of this white spot. And if you have to, see how like the last 2 times I actually had to almost do it from a standstill? I like the forward momentum because I want her to believe it is with forward momentum, but if I have to kind of get in there and push her away and she comes to a stop, I'm not going to make her wrong for coming to a stop, because that is what I'm asking her to understand, is move your body away from it. Yeah, but if she kind of freezes like she did the 2 times here, instead of making her wrong and saying, you need to keep going, I'm just going to say, that's right, you got what I told you to do, right. Well, that means happens, it just means that they're not ready for it to be put into a sentence yet. You should be very proud of her. She's doing fantastic. I'm impressed because she was quite the little monster when I first met her. I actually told somebody, I said, I've got another one that I was calling a brat too. I'm like, I've got 2 brats. And she's not a brat anymore, so that's fantastic. Good girl. Well, you did tell her that, though, so I'm glad. It was very nice of you to say, yeah, yep. Because if she had, and this is where, what I like about that for you is you saw what you said. Where a lot of times people are adjusting themselves and they don't realize what they've said, and the horse has responded, and then they're mad at the horse for moving. but you saw what you said, and you're like, oh, wait, that's not what I meant. So that was fantastic for your relationship. I'm very, very proud of that. I don't care. Well, oh no, we need her white spots. So you need. Okay, that's what I was wondering. Yeah, yep. 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 Now put out the other hand for support at that shoulder. Yep. 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 Good. Just give her a second. No, bumper for the wrong answer. Wrong answer is uncomfortable. Good. Good. Yep. Yep. Bumper for the wrong answer. Yep. And then tell her where to go. So every time she comes back into that position she was just in, she's kind of asking, but then what do you want? If it's not that, then what? So then you just want to make sure that you kind of have a very clear message to, I want you there. Good. And then leave her alone. Good. So she's already going to start coming in on you, which is good because then you can work on that. If she doesn't, then you don't have to. If she does, then, like, if you can, yep, good. And then it's just the leaving her alone is how we're going to help her learn she doesn't have to be snotty about it. Because she likes to just get herself in a little teenage snit, like slam her bedroom door kind of stuff. So you can make it a rule of thumb that as long as you're not moving around and creating the problem in the line, if the line's going to drag on the ground, then she's too close to you. If you feel like you have to chalk up on the line to stop it from dragging on the ground, she's too close to you. But otherwise, then you can leave her alone. Yeah, good, and then leave her alone. So try to go leaving her alone a little bit quicker, so that way it seems like it's just a kind of thing, as opposed to a full-on, I need your attention. Because if you need her attention, then she's likely to stop. Yep, good, wait, good. Good. She asked, and then thought to there's a little revert to the old girl there, where she thought to come over to you with her shoulder. Good. Yep, mean it. Yep, good. Yep, that's good. I would have done that too. Yeah, because her tail got a little close to you. Always great. You have a hold of her nose. Always swing her nose right around so you can fishtail that hiney away. But yeah, I would have done the exact same thing because I didn't see as much of a threat, but I definitely wouldn't have allowed it. And we already know what she's willing to do. Good. If she's being good like that, then leave her alone. In fact, since she's being so good, go ahead and release her. So bump her nose, look at her tail. Good. Now, invite her one step closer to you. Then when you stand up, good. Make sure she doesn't come any closer now. Now go to her and pet her. Good. She's just over it. She's just over it. This is a lot of routine stuff, but being that she seems to kind of need patterns. She needs high-speed patterns to kind of get her brain back when she's having a hard time. That's kind of like why I do those zigzag things. But once we had her brain back, there's no reason to do any of that higher energy stuff. And because she has a very emotional, reactive side, we don't want to. If she's willing to be mellow, but we always want to read if she's just hiding it, She. Yeah, or a lack of confidence with her. Yeah, because I feel like Well, when I first met her, she was being a brat, but now she's being heard. So she's not, now she's like willing to come to the kitchen table and have a conversation instead of just slamming her door all the time. Because that's what she was just like. She was like, I'm so over everybody, and like throwing papers everywhere. But now she's like, oh, wait a minute, you'll listen to my story. So good. I'm glad that because she doesn't feel like she has to be a brat right now. And she's even better about her head, because she was at one point. That's why at the end, before, when I was petting her, I came down off her nose and I get her to lower her head. The reason I did that